watching the South Texas News Leader. This is 3 News at 6.
Well, good evening and thanks so much for joining us here. We are going to begin tonight with breaking news as we've learned of a large grass fire that is happening right now. In fact, take a look at the video here. This is live that you're looking at. You can see in the distance the fire and the water tower that's there next to it to give you a little bit of perspective. Now, this is all happening at Sea Pines Drive at Park Road 22. Just to give you a little bit of reference, that's just south of the entrance to Bob Hall Pier. That's around Access Road 6. We know that there are some homes in that area out on the island. Of course, again, this just coming to our attention. We do have a crew on the way out there right now to gather more information, and we will bring that to you as soon as we know more about this fire. Again, that's at Sea Pines Drive and Park Road 22 out on the island. So something that we are keeping an eye on, but you can see just by the size of that fire, you can need to know that fire crews will be battling that, and it's best just to stay out of that area there on the island. And we do have more breaking news tonight where we have learned of yet another fatal pedestrian crash. If you've been following the news, then you know that this is the third such accident in less than 24 hours. Corpus Christi police are on the scene right now at Highway 358 westbound at Waldron. And that's also where we have sent our Bill Churchwell, who joins us now live. Bill, what details can you give us on what happened out there?
Well, what I want to tell you right now, we just arrived on scene, but I'm going to let you look over my shoulder here and take a look for yourself. You can see there is a heavy police presence. Part of the highway is 358 is shut down right now. They are detouring traffic off the highway, and what we know is that officers are on the scene of a fatal accident here westbound at Waldron. All the traffic again being diverted onto Flower Bluff Drive, and they're telling us that motorists are encouraged to seek another way home or another route and to expect delays. The highway will be shut down for an extended period of time as officers investigate. But again, what we know is that this is a fatal accident at this point. Details are limited. We're on the scene waiting to speak with a lieutenant, but again, you can see officers are very busy right now working the scene and trying to get people off the highway as they investigate. But again, very active out here. You can see all the police units. So again, if you are able to take another way home, that is the best advice right now. Reporting live, I'm Bill Churchwell. Now back to you.
All right, thank you for that, Bill. And of course, as you could tell, it is dark out there, which means, again, as Bill said, stay away from that area. If you do have to move through there, you need to slow down and move with extreme caution. Let's talk about another deadly accident, this one on Highway 359 between Tynan and Skidmore. And it has law enforcement tonight reminding drivers to be extra cautious when stopping to help someone in need. This after a man was killed while trying to rescue a woman involved in that crash. Lydia Herrera joins us now with what law enforcement wants you to know if you happen across an accident where someone needs help. Lydia?
Mike, whether you're pulling over the side of the road to fix a flag or helping someone else, law enforcement wants you to be careful if you come across an accident. Tonight, I spoke with one Corpus Christi police officer heard over 5 years ago when he pulled over to help a driver. He shares the valuable lessons he has learned.
The priority is your safety. Helping them is a good deed that goes along with you being safe, and successfully doing both, worrying about your safety, worrying about their safety, and then helping them and having a good outcome, that's the ultimate goal.
In 2016, Officer Travis Pace and his wife were on their way to dinner when they pulled over to help someone when another vehicle crashed behind their truck, striking Pace.
What was very fortunate for me is that a neighbor just happened to come out and was watching cars, and at some point he yelled very aggressively to watch out, and I kind of stood up and jumped and cleared enough, but it caught my leg in between his vehicle and my truck, which wound up cracking my femur.
DPS troopers working Friday morning's accident said 30-year-old Stephen Gamis and 22-year-old Marina Ramirez were killed when Gamis stopped to help the Alice woman, pulling her from her car and carrying her across the highway to safety. Both were hit by a truck and killed at the scene.
It's horrible. My heart goes out to the families, to the individuals that lost loved ones in that experience, for someone trying to do the right thing to try to help. You know, my message is for everybody out there, you know, pay attention, slow down.
Friday morning's accident bringing attention to the need for safety when stopping to help during an emergency.
You know, there's several ways people can help in a crash. You know, first one being call 911 and get emergency responders there right away. You know, we do ask people if they're involved in a minor crash, if they can move it off the roadway, to go ahead and move it off. If there's any sort of hazards that they pass along their travels, you know, notify the nearest law enforcement agencies.
For Senior Officer Travis Pace, he says he learned 2 valuable lessons from that night in 2016. To get off the road and have someone always watching.
Don't just, you know, sit there and be hyper-focused on what you're doing. Have an extra set of eyes to watch over you. And I didn't plan that, but it just happened that someone did that for me out of the goodness of his heart.
DPS Sergeant Rob Mallory says another tip as a driver is to always be aware what's going on the road. He adds law enforcement will be increased on the roads beginning this weekend to ensure everyone's safety during this busy holiday travel rush. Mike, back to you.
All righty. Thank you for that, Lydia. Good reminders there. Well, a fire over in Papalote destroyed 3 homes earlier this afternoon. This according to the volunteer fire department there. They say it started in an area with a lot of old cars behind a house. At this point, it's still not known exactly how the fire started, but the department does say it wasn't a surprise due to the dry vegetation outdoors. Now, coming up tonight here on 3 News at 10, we're going to hear from officials who responded to that blaze, and they'll talk about what it takes to stay safe in these dry conditions. Well, another law firm is stepping up with a big donation for the Coastal Bend Food Bank. Herman & Herman announced today that it will give $30,000 to the food bank. That's enough money to buy 1,900 pounds of food, providing more than 200,000 meals. They're also giving away $25 and $50 gift cards. We will, of course, provide a link on our website. Just head over to KIIITV.com. Well, just hours ago now, the state's Board of Education formally approved giving school districts the option to adopt Bible-infused curriculum. Schools that choose to do so will get more money. In an 8-7 vote, the board approved the Bluebonnet curriculum, which is developed by the Texas Education Agency. The TEA oversees more than 5 million students in our public schools. Critics say the materials disproportionately promote Christianity. Supporters say it will help expand young students' understanding of the world.
Yes, for the future, students will have a very enriching curriculum that will help them better understand some of the over 300 idioms that we use every day that come from the Bible. There's so many key pieces of literature, even Shakespeare references the Bible, and this will just help students, especially in a time when our test scores in our states are so low for reading.
Now, the materials approved today mostly focus on telling Bible stories in English and language arts classes. One teaching guide for second graders talks about how the biblical story of Queen Esther speaks to fighting for a cause and historical pushes for change. It does not include references that are specific to other religious texts. The new curriculum could appear in classrooms as early as next year. All right, time for a quick look outside on this Friday. For that, why don't we head over to Chief Meteorologist Alan Holt, who joins us now. Alan?
Yeah, we're looking at the fire near Sea Pines Drive and Park Road 22. It's big. I have seen first responders, likely firefighters. You can see the lights flashing, so they're on it, but that's a large fire close to, again, that Bob Hall Pier area, if not a little bit to the south of it. And it's good to see the fire crews out there. That thing was massive when we were looking at it right before the broadcast. Winds are light for us, which is going to help the process of fighting that fire. Under 10 miles per hour. They're out of the southeast right now, and they're going to stay light as we head into and through the evening hours of tonight. So it'll be a cool night of weather, and we will have light winds as the night progresses. My clicker's hung up here, so I want to walk back over to the Weather Center, see if I can get the graphics to jump start here. If you got plans tonight, it's going to be nice, 70 out currently, and we'll be in the low 60s, if not upper 50s, with the light south breeze through midnight. Starting the weekend off in the mid 50s in town, some 40s possible up toward Live Oak and B counties, 60s at the coast. Tomorrow, another sunny delight, the last of 3 in a row that we've had here. The winds pick up tomorrow, then we've got 2 cold fronts next week to talk about. We'll do that here in a few minutes. Mike.
Thank you, Alan. Still ahead here on 3 News, what to do when the rain is hard to find? That's the question many South Texas ranchers are asking. Coming up, a look at choices some are making now as they prepare for the months ahead. We're back after this.
Got something you think we should know? If you see news happening, tell 3.
A workplace accident can quickly leave you unable to work, causing monthly bills to start piling up. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Everyone loves Black Friday savings. So, AutoNation's holding Black Friday all month long. Great savings on new, great savings on used, great savings on service. Get Black Friday savings now at AutoNation Chevy. And take advantage of a new 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 with $13,000 off or 0% financing. Visit AutoNation Chevy today for Black Friday savings. What drives you drives us.
Herman and Herman didn't just put me first, they put my son first. They never missed a step, and they completely were honest and upfront with everything that was going to go on. They stand behind their word 100%.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
When plumbing problems catch you off guard, rely on the trusted expertise of Bodine Scott Plumbing and Air Conditioning, equipped with state-of-the-art technology and a commitment to exceptional service. Our $99 drain cleaning service includes a free camera inspection, guaranteeing not just a solution, but the right solution, removing obstacles and ensuring your peace of mind with a clear line. And with every handshake, we reaffirm our commitment to you. For just $99, reclaim the comfort of your home. Bodine Scott Plumbing and Air Conditioning, where your home is our priority.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
Schools all across the Coastal Bend are helping with Share Your Christmas.
Donate today at your participating school and watch the giving grow.
With enough donations, your school may even win a prize.
You can make a difference. Join in today and help.
Your access every day. Access daily. 2 p.m. weekdays on KIII.
Welcome back. As we told you here at the top of our newscast tonight, the Corpus Christi Police Department has officers right now at Highway 358 westbound at Waldron Road for what has apparently been another fatal pedestrian accident, the 3rd such accident happening in less than 24 hours. We heard from Bill Churchwell earlier. He is still there on the scene gathering details. Bill, what can you tell us now?
Hey there, Mike. Yeah, I want to let you know that this is going to be a very long night for CCPD. I want to step out of the way and give you an idea of where we are at. We are actually standing in a parking lot away from the road for our own safety. But across the street, we have the Goodwill store. So that gives you an identifier of exactly where we are at. You can see all of those police units up on the highway right now. You can also see traffic. They are diverting the traffic off the highway. And also, while we have been out here in the last few minutes, we have seen police walking the highway from those police cruisers. And I want to give you an idea. I'm going to step back into the shot. They started walking from those police cruisers all the way down to where you see that other police cruiser on the highway. So this is a very large area of the roadway that is shut down tonight. Again, officers working a fatal accident on Highway 358 westbound at Waldron. All the westbound traffic being diverted onto Flower Bluff Drive. Motorists are encouraged to seek another way home. The highway will be shut down for an extensive period of time while officers investigate the scene. You can see just how expansive this entire area is that they are investigating. It goes from there all the way down to that other police unit you see on the highway. But again, the entire section here shut down tonight as we work to get more details on this breaking news story. Reporting live, I'm Bill Churchwell. Now back to you.
All right, Bill, thank you for getting us that new information. We certainly appreciate that. And of course, we'll continue to check in with him, and we'll have the latest for you on our newscast and online. Other news tonight, farmers and ranchers in Brooks County are watching their grass and soil dry up. While they're not in drought conditions right now, they are preparing for little to no rain for at least the next 6 months. Our Michael Gibson has their story for us.
Here in Brooks County, farmers and ranchers have to constantly worry about the possibility of a drought. And that's why they're always taking measures to try and keep their herds alive and their crops growing.
That crunching sound you heard was what it sounds like walking this field in the small farming and ranching community of La Parita, just east of Falfurrias.
I used to be able to pick up these sacks with nothing.
Xavier Martinez is giving his black beef master Angus cattle some Purina Ranch Hand supplement feed. That, as the grasses on his ranch are quickly drying up.
The drought is getting worse daily. There is an abundance of hay in this area, though.
Martinez did stock up on high-quality hay grazer. It's an expense he's willing to cover because he and others fear that we're in for a long dry spell.
Typically, our springs aren't as wet as we like them to be, so it could be May, June, July, so maybe as late as August or September to get some rain down here.
Mr. Martinez also showed us where he farms. He grows watermelon and squash for HEB.
Well, when you farm around here, you have to have some form of irrigation.
Martinez uses an irrigation system connected to this drip tape to water his crops. But he's hoping to see more rainfall because it's good for his crops, along with those cattle and horses who call this place home. From Brooks County, Michael Gibson, 3 News.
Thank you, Michael. The city of Kingsville is ready for Ranch Hand Weekend, and that, of course, includes the 33rd annual Cowboy Breakfast at the King Ranch. That festival honors the city's rich cultural heritage as one of the mainstays of the Texas ranching industry. It features food, live music. There are cooking demonstrations, art and storytelling. There's also a car show, dancing, and, well, you get the idea. Now, kids 3 and under are free for that breakfast. All others can get a ticket for $10. It runs from 7 to 11 Saturday morning. And Al and I remember years where it has been so damp and foggy out there, it just wasn't any darn fun.
Sometimes it's hot.
Yes, and sometimes it's hot. It ought to be great tomorrow, though.
I think tomorrow, many are going to be happy. A light jacket in the morning. You'll shed that by about 9 or 10 o'clock. A very nice start to the kickoff of Ranch Hand Weekend down in Kingsville. So have fun. Eat some pan de campo for me if you're going to be down there, and then swallow that down with some coffee. They'll be walking around with that. That's the tradition out there if you're there. Want to get back on this because this is looking like a big fire. You see all of the lights. Those are the first responders out in that area, Sea Pines Drive and Park Road 22 in that vicinity. Had a really good question come into my Facebook page between the beginning of our newscast and now about the wind direction. It's out of the southeast. It's light. That's great because if the winds were kicking 20 miles per hour or more, it would be a lot more difficult to fight that fire. But the direction of the wind would want to push the smoke plume to the northwest. So if you smell that and you're in Corpus Christi, that is because of the fire given the southeasterly flow coming in off of the water. I just stripped our radar down, took the radar off of it here just to show you exactly where we're looking at this fire. It's in this region here. I'm not exactly sure, but that's Park Road 22 with Sea Pines Drive. The Bob Hall Pier area is right here, and if you were looking at that water tower on our tower cam, that's in this location. So that's the perspective that we've got here. Weather-wise, another sunny delight tomorrow. We're going to get the winds back late tomorrow, more so into Sunday. That'll be the catalyst for rising humidity and more warmth. We get a cold front in here Tuesday. It'll be a one-day only type of thing, and I think sneaky strong. Low 70s here Tuesday with the northeasterly breeze. That front lifts back to the north on Wednesday, gets warm and humid again, and then on Thanksgiving Day, looks like afternoon or early evening time, we're going to get another front. This one's stronger and will last a little longer into Black Friday. It'll bring seasonally cool temperatures in by Friday, but Thanksgiving Day will hinge on the timing of this front. The earlier it gets in, the cooler it'll get in the afternoon. So if you want it cool, you want this coming in close to noon. If you want it warm, you want this to hold off till late afternoon. Right now, I've got 80s in the forecast with the dry passage, but the day will, again, be heavily dependent on the time that that front moves in. 55 tonight, mainly clear and cool with the light breeze southeast at 5 miles per hour. 82 tomorrow, the third sunny delight in a row, although this one's going to be the breeziest of the three. Winds do pick up in the afternoon. That'll make it slightly choppy on area bays. 1 to 2 foot waves at a 4-second period. And again, right now, 2 cold fronts next week. The first one Tuesday, 73 for a high that day. Thanksgiving Day, the high will hinge on the timing of the front. So we could have a day where front comes in 1 o'clock, temperatures fall into the 70s, maybe even 60s by sundown if that front gets in earlier in the day, and we'll have plenty of time to refine that outlook.
We will. We'll keep an eye on that. Thank you, Alan. Stick around. Sports is next.
Maybe I'm overstepping here, Quinn, but I think I've got a great play call for you this season.
Oh, really? Where do you find the time for that when you're busy helping Texans injured in car, truck, and 18-wheeler wrecks?
I'm thinking it's 4th and 4. The score's 44-44, with only 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So we're going to dial up burn orange, right 40, pull trap on 4. Got it?
Wait. You keep helping injured Texans, and I'll call the audibles.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
Notice all the buy here, pay here car lots saying bankruptcies, repos, no problem? When all you want is a fair deal on a good vehicle. Well, Love's got a grown-up way to buy a vehicle for people who weren't born yesterday. Our late models are intelligent buys because someone else took the depreciation. And all of Love's vehicles have passed a 27-point warranty inspection, much like a new car. And that new car smell? Well, Love Pre-Owned Auto Center's got that covered too.
It's the Rooms to Go holiday sale, and we're celebrating in style. Choose your perfect look, like the stylish chaise sofa on sale for $9.99. Save on beautiful rooms like this, just $15.77 or $33 a month interest-free. Shop our incredible selection room by room and bring home dining sets like this or this, just in time for the holidays. At Rooms to Go, you get both great sale prices and 50-month interest-free financing. Now during the Rooms to Go holiday sale.
Okay. For DQ Jam and Bacon Hunger Busters.
Thanks.
The new Jam and Bacon Hunger Buster with bacon, onion rings, and bacon jam will rock your world. The Jam and Bacon Hunger Buster, only at DQ.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Whoa.
Herman and Herman didn't just put me first, they put my son first. They never missed a step, and they completely were honest and upfront with everything that was going to go on. They stand behind their word 100%.
If last night was the appetizer for the area round of the football playoffs, today is the full course. Our Chris Thomason is over at Cabinus live for tonight. And Chris, I know football is on everyone's mind, but that's not the only sport that was being played today.
Hey there, Mike, and good evening, Coastalmen. Yeah, I've got about 6 highlight games tonight, 9 teams playing overall, including Veterans Memorial right here at Cabinus. But like you said, we've got some baseball, or rather golf, or both to talk about. Let's get to the video. It was a who's who this morning. Yankees catcher Jose Trevino in town, hitting some balls right next to our own Alan Holt. Now, for Alan, that's nothing new, but both were participating in the first annual St. John Paul II Golf Classic this morning to help raise money for Centurions Athletics. I had a chance to catch up with the former Centurion Trevino to talk about giving back to the school that he says, quote, gave him everything.
This school is, I was telling somebody yesterday, I feel like I was a young boy to a young man with this school. I feel like I spent all my life there, you know, whether it was with baseball or football, basketball, training, whatever it was with the school. I just felt like I spent so much time there, and I want to see the school come back to life.
Now, other than Jose and Alan Holt there, several dignitaries were on hand as well for the Centurion Classic, including Mayor Paulette Guajardo, Bishop Emeritus Edmund Carmody, who founded St. John Paul II High School, and also Trevino's championship-winning coach there with the Centurions, Steve Castillo. So it was a good time and for a good cause as well. All right, let's check out some of the highlight games tonight for football area round. Flower Bluff, this is going to be a good one on the road at number 6, San Antonio Piper, right here at Cabinus. Again, Vets has another home game, second straight week, as they welcome in the undefeated San Antonio Southwest Dragons. Miller, they've got a home game for the second straight week as well, as they welcome in Sherryland Pioneer out of the Valley. Winner of that one gets second-ranked Alamo Heights next week. All right, we go to Beeville tonight. That's where Alice is going to be taking on Victoria West as the Coyotes hope to continue their run. Cal Allen at rival GP tonight. They're not facing the Wildcats, though. They got Somerset in a neutral site there. And Orange Grove taking on Llano, that one over in Church. We'll have highlights of those games for you and scores during the 10 o'clock news. Remember, no full bliss. Reporting live from Cabinus, Chris Thomason, 3 News. We're back after the break.
Did you know that you can catch more Spurs action right here on KIII? See the full schedule at KIIITV.com/Spurs.
Closed captioning of 3 News is brought to you by KIII TV and sponsored by Herman & Herman, always putting you first.
Herman and Herman didn't just put me first, they put my son first. They never missed a step, and they completely were honest and upfront with everything that was going to go on. They stand behind their word 100%.
For over a century, we've been more than just a lender. At Capital Farm Credit, we understand the heart of Texas agriculture. We help farmers, ranchers, and rural communities grow stronger. From loans for real estate to equipment financing, your goals are our mission. Because when you succeed, we all succeed. Capital Farm Credit. Together, we're better. Visit us at CapitalFarmCredit.com.
Hey, what you got there, Jesse?
Mr. Rubin, sir. Just wrote my first cold air exam, calculating the right size AC system.
Nice. Can I see?
Did you know that an air conditioner that's too big is just as bad for the homeowner as one that's too small?
That's why we measure carefully and never guess.
No, sir.
And the system we quote has to be
perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect?
Call Colair because we care.
You knew every answer by heart.
At Colair, we never guess.
Never.
At Premier High School Corpus Christi, students can get back on track, graduate with a diploma, and become a certified medical assistant or a medical billing and coding specialist for free. Premier High School Corpus has smaller classes, flexible schedules, and a personalized learning environment. So to enroll or learn more, visit premiercorpuschristi.com or call us at 361-881-4750. For more, again, that's 361-881-4750.
Everyone loves Black Friday savings. So, AutoNation's holding Black Friday all month long. Great savings on new, great savings on used, great savings on service. Get Black Friday savings now at AutoNation Chevy. And take advantage of a new 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 with $13,000 off or 0% financing. Visit AutoNation Chevy today for Black Friday savings. What drives you drives us.
An accident with a company car, truck, SUV, van, or fleet vehicle is not just another car accident. Thomas J. Henry has a team of skilled company vehicle accident attorneys ready to fight for you. And with our no-win, no-fee promise, you can get the representation you deserve without worrying about upfront costs, because you don't pay unless we win. Thomas J. Henry handles serious company vehicle accident cases and gets serious results for our clients. Thomas J. Henry. The name you know, the firm you trust.
Well, tonight at 10, we're going to keep our eye on that large brush fire out on Padre Island. This is video of the fire that we had not seen earlier. Fire officials, of course, still working to try to control that blaze before it spreads even further. And we will have an update on all that. And Alan, I know folks are probably smelling that smoke here in the city. And
yeah, light wind from the southeast. So if you smell that, that's probably what it is.
All right. We will keep you updated with what we know when we know it. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you at 10.